rootin'est, tootin'est, shootin'est, bobtail wildcat in the West. I'm the fastest gun north, south, east, and west of the Pecos.
That's right. This time on Cranky Gun Reviews, we're going back and finally taking a gun that is largely considered to be a new old stock firearm out to the range and putting some rounds through it. If you go back several episodes, I purchased this from a friend of mine. He bought it off a gun shop, and as far as either of us could tell, it doesn't look like it had ever been fired. There were no traces of powder anywhere. There was barely a cylinder mark around the cylinder or a turning mark around the cylinder. The grips were like in perfect condition. The finish was in perfect condition, and there was no holster wear anywhere on this gun. Plus, it came in the original box with the original paperwork and the catalog from 1981, as well as the purchase receipt from 1981. So just looking at this gun and the quality of it and how clean it was and how nice shape it was, both myself and the friend that I bought it off of thought that it had never been fired. So today I'm going to change that, and I'm using some of my reloads. As I'll show you throughout the video, I think I'm using some 158 grain lead round nose, and these were loaded up with some silhouette powder. And later on I'm also shooting some Berry's 158 grain hollow points that were loaded up with some silhouette powder as well. Now, anybody that's stuck around my channel for a while knows that I'm a big fan of these older 1970s and 80s Charter Arms revolvers. These are made in Stratford, Connecticut, and in my opinion, they're kind of the best quality and function of the Charter Arms revolvers. I have, I think, 4 of the Charter Arms Undercovers. I have 3 blued models and a stainless steel model, and of the 4, this is the smoothest and best shooting model that I own. And again, just the fact that it's brand new, as far as I can tell, never been fired out of the box, it should be the smoothest shooting gun out of all the ones that I own. Some of the other ones were a little bit abused, the sights are a little bit beat up, and with the previous video where I bobbed the hammer on that one Charter Arms Undercover, again, the wear from being in a holster and things like that is what warranted me to do that work on that gun. In this case, though, this gun is in such good condition. It's so clean. It's very smooth. The action is tight. I'm not doing anything with this gun except occasionally shooting. I purchased it again because it was in such nice condition, and like I said several times, I have a soft spot for these vintage Charter Arms revolvers.
Revolvers.
Yeah, revolvers.
Revolvers.
Well, here's where I keep the best ones.
Thanks for joining me for another edition of Cranky Gun Reviews. God bless America, support your two-way rights, get out to the range and shoot safely, and you remember that if someone tells you to give up some of your freedom for the greater good, remind them that freedom is the greater good. And if you get a chance, try out a vintage Charter Arms revolver.